Yes friends, so in continuation to permutations and combination, I am taking more questions because there are still a number of questions left over, because students have demanded me that I have to solve some more questions, okay, because they are mostly repeated in competitive examinations. That's why I have taken some more questions just to illustrate the topic further, alright, because these questions are very much important. Now try to understand them so that the topic is clarified, okay, usually in your mind, right? So far as these questions are concerned, I'm just going to do them with the same formulae which I have discussed in the previous lecture series, because there is no requirement or further requirement of any description, just only whatever topic comes as a new that I will clarify, okay, at the time of solving the questions. So let me take these questions one by one. Now question number 1, let me take one, that very important question, mostly repeated in number of competitive examinations. These kind of questions are coming. As I have seen the papers of the students in higher studies, mostly for the higher studies, competitive examinations for higher studies, or for competitive examinations for IAS, PCS, as well as for management examinations, as well as, I mean, not only for management ES examinations, or for MBA and BBA and BCA or MCA, but for BTech students also, for engineering students also. The students who are appearing for engineering examinations, they are also having number of questions of this kind. Okay, let me take these questions one by one. So let me take first question. Now with the question number 1, let me just clarify. First let me write what is given to us. Now here we are given that on the occasion of a certain meeting, let me read it first. On the occasion of a certain meeting, each member gave shake hand. This is SHAKE, shake hand to the remaining members. The total shake hands. This is, SHAKE, hands, HAND, shake hands. So total number of shake hands were 28. It says, then how many members were present for the meeting? In the meeting, there was shake hand took place, or shake hand took place there. Okay, number of people were gathered there, and 28 shake hands took place. I mean, all the people present there, they shook their hands, okay, or they were shaking their hands, and total number of handshake was 28. Now we have to find out that what is the number of people who were present in the meeting. Let me now write here. So on the occasion of a certain meeting, each member, okay, gave shake hand. This is shake hand to the remaining members. This is the point here, very important point here. Okay, to the remaining members. This is the point, very important point here. To the remaining members. Okay, now we have to find out, and total shake hands were, okay, if the total shake hands were, or took place were, total shake hands were 28. Then to find, what we have to find out here, then to find how many people were present there, how many members were present. We have to find out the number of members. How many members were present in the meeting. That is the question here. Now let me solve it. Now whenever a shake hand took place or take place, whenever a shake hand takes place, then there are two people. Two people are shaking hands. So two people, selection of two people out of, suppose number of people were present is X or N. Let me take N number of people present there. What is the process of shaking hands? NC2. But NC2 is given to us as number of people we have to find out, number of N we have to find out. Let us take solution here. What we assume here, since a shake hand is taken place or is done between two people, and if the number of people present there, if I just assume it, present there was N, let me take N, then what is the process of shake hand? Then number of shake hands will be NC2. Then shake hand or number of shake hands will be NC2. But NC2 is given to us. Let me solve it here. That is the solution. But total shake hands, total shake hands took place is equal to 28. This implies that NC2, total number of people, if it's N, then this is given to us as 28. So let me solve it. So that N will be the number of people present. So we have to find out what is the number N. Number of the people present there. NC2 is the shake hand, number of shake hands. But NC2 is given to us as 28. The total 28 shake hands took place. That means NC2 is equal to 28. Or we just calculate this. What is this? N into, or let me take, this is NC2 here, right? But NC2, so this is factorial N divided by factorial 2 into factorial N minus 2. Sorry, this is factorial N minus 2. NC2 means factorial NCR means factorial N upon factorial R into factorial N minus R. This is equal to 28. Let me further solve it. It will give us then, let me find it here. Or we can write it as N into N minus 1 into factorial N minus 2 divided by factorial 2 into factorial N minus 2. This is equal to 28. So factorial N minus 2 cancelled out. So here we are, but factorial 2 means 2 into 1, that means 2. This is N into N minus 1 is equal to 2 into 28, cross multiplication. This is giving us 56. 28 to the 56. But this is nothing but 8 7 is 56. Right? 8 7 is 56. What we see here. So N into N minus 1 is equal to 8 into 7. So we compare here N is equal to 8 or N minus 1 equal to 7. So these two are consecutive numbers, the number which is coming one after the other. So N into N minus 1 is equal to 8 into 7. So this implies that n is equal to 8, or we can find that n minus 1 equal to 7 or n equal to 8. The total number of n's, total number of people present there, hence total number of members present is equal to 8. This is the answer. Got the point? This is the process of finding the number of seconds. This is how the solution is done. Okay, question number 1 is completed. Let me find question number 2. Let me solve now question number 2 or question number 2. Second question is what? Now let me solve question number 1. Okay. The second question says what? What is the second question? Let me solve it. Question number 2. Question number 2. What is given to us? First let me read it and then we have to find out that what is the given here. How many different number of 6 digits? It says without repetition of digits can be formed from the digits 3, 1, 7, 0, 9 and 5. That is the point here. We are given here, we have 6 digits. We have 6 digits given, or we have 6 digits given, which are 0. Let me take as they are given. They are given as 3, 1, 7, 0, 9 and 5, right, and 5. Now to find, what we have to find out here, there are a number of parts of this question. First part is, we have to find out 6-digit number. First is how many, let me take this as a part or first part. How many 6-digit or 6 digits number 6-digit numbers, okay, without repetition, within bracket, without repetition, that is the point. Without repetition can be formed. This is the first part of this. Okay, can be formed. What a condition given. First, okay, this is without repetition. This is the first part. We can say, let me take this is the first part. The second part says that how many of them will have 0 in the unit place. Okay, 6-digit numbers are there undoubtedly. How many of them will have, means out of those 6-digit numbers will have 0 in the unit place. Will have 0 in the unit place. Now this we have to do with the arrangement formula, that means permutation formula. Why permutation? The reason is arrangement. We have to arrange them out of those given numbers in such a way that that number of 6 digits can be formed. Okay. What is the third part here? Third part says how many of them are divisible by 5. How many of them are divisible by 5? And the fourth part here, okay, in the question itself, the first part was said that how many different number of 6-digit number means without repetition of digits. Okay, different number of 6 digits can be formed from the digits given. This is the first part which was included in the question given, but I have written down here as the first part. Okay, there first part was This one, that how many of them will have 0 in the unit place and how many of them are divisible by 5. This is the third part I have taken. And how many of them are not divisible by 5 and how many of them, fourth part is how many of them are not divisible by 5. First we have to find out that how many are divisible by 5. Now first I have to find that how many numbers are there which are of 6 digits without a repetition. This is the first point. 6-digit number we have to find out without repetition. That is the first part. Then we have to find out that how many numbers are there which are divided by 5. Okay, divided by 5 means unit place, unit digit will have, or unit place will have 0 either, or 0 or 5. Either 5 is in the unit place or 0 is in the unit place. That number will be divided by 5. That we know about. We will find out that how many that kind of numbers will be there. This process, the numbers which are divided by 5 can be then calculated. Okay, so that is the second part here. And if we are third part, sorry, because 0 unit and 6-digit number which are 6-digit number which have 0 in the unit place, that we have to find out. This is the first part, or the second part. And third part is that how many are divided by 5. Fourth part is how many are not divided by 5. If we are able to find out that how many are divided by 5, then subtract this divided by 5 numbers from the total 6-digit numbers. That difference will give us that those numbers left are not divided by 5. So they will not be divided by 5. If 1 is in the unit place not divided by 5, 2 is in the unit place not divided by 5, and other numbers 3 and etc. 2 is there, no, 2 is not there. 3, if 3 is there in the unit place, 1 is there in unit place, 7 is on the unit place, 9 is on the unit place. Only 0 and 5 on the unit place will give us the numbers which are divided by 5. That is the fact thing. These 4 parts I have to find out. First let me solve the first part. For the first part, how many 6-digit numbers without a repetition are there. Okay, so first let me find out that. Solution. Okay, this is the solution we are finding out. Let me find a solution here. First part, 6-digit numbers. Here we have the 6 digits. We have the 6 digits. No, they are not repeated. I mean, nothing is repeated here. What are 6 digits? 0. Let me write them in an increasing order. 0, 1, 3, then 5, 7, and 9. These are 6 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. 7 and 9. What are the 6-digit numbers? 6 digits. Now here the first place is filled up by the one number, but 0 cannot be on the first place. Okay, this first place. 6-digit numbers. Here 6-digit numbers. 3 places. Now on this first place, out of these 6 digits, the first place can be filled up in 6 ways undoubtedly. But if I have to subtract those numbers which are not 6-digit numbers, right? Because 6-digit number 0 here cannot be there. So the 6-digit numbers can be, first we can find out what is the 6-digit number. First place can be filled up in how many ways? Or if I take all these numbers suppose on the unit place, 0 is also included. But then I'll subtract those numbers which are of 5-digit numbers, means 0 cannot be on the unit place. 0 cannot be on the unit place. Those numbers we have to subtract from them. Let me first find that. Suppose out of these 6 digits, the first place from the left can be filled up in factorial 6 ways. So what is the selection of this? Factorial 6. So the 6-digit number, 6 digits numbers having, okay, any number on on the first place. On the first place, try to understand this point, is equal to 6p6. Why? Because there are 6 digits, and out of that we have to arrange them in 6 ways. First place can be filled in 6 ways, or all the 6 places can be filled in 6 ways. So this is the arrangement here. This will give us factorial 6. Why? Because factorial 6 upon factorial 6 minus 6 means 6 minus 6 means 0, and the factorial 0 is 1. It is factorial 6 only, right? This is 1 in the denominator. So factorial 6 is the total number of 6 digit number, but I'm sorry, this is mistaken here. We have to subtract all those numbers which 0 will be on the unit place, on the first place. Those numbers are to be subtracted, because this has included all those numbers also which are of 5 digits, because 0 cannot take place on the first place. So still 6 digit numbers are here, but 0, let me write here, but 0 cannot be kept on the first place. On the first place. So those numbers, if I put the 0 on the first place, then the remaining 5 places can be filled in 5p5 ways. Then okay, so the numbers, okay, having 0 on the first place, 0 on the first place will be, why 0 on the first place? Because 0 is excluded now. 0 if I put here on the first place, then the remaining 5 places can be filled up out of 5 in 5p5 ways. That means factorial 5. So these are those numbers which starts with 0, or 0 is in the unit place. So these numbers are also of 6 digits, but 0 is on the unit place, so they are of 5 digit numbers. They are to be subtracted, because we have included these numbers also in this factorial 6. Because I just find out that 6 digit numbers out of this whole, 0 can also be on the unit place, on the first place, but that is not possible, that is not required here, that is to be subtracted. Therefore, finally 6 digit numbers, hence, this is the first part of this, hence the 6 digits numbers without repetition will be, here factorial 6 was total number of 6 digit numbers which were including 0 also on the input, but that we have to subtract, because that is factorial 5. Factorial 5 is the number of those numbers which are having 0 on the first place, on the left first place, I mean from the left hand side, the first place. Then 5 places are left, 5 places are left, because 6th digit 0 cannot be there, but here we have included 0 also. That 0, when 0 is on the first place from the left hand side, then the remaining 5 places can be filled up in 5 out of 5 numbers, because now 5 numbers are left, 0 is excluded, 0 has taken on the first place. These are the numbers, 5, factorial 5 is the process of those numbers which are having 0 on the first place, 0 on the first place from the left, right? So this is the number to be subtracted. So finally we are having factorial 6 means factorial 5 is 120 into 6, 720, minus this is 120 equal to 600. So total 600 numbers are there which are of 6-digit numbers, right? Because this 120 numbers which is 0, which were starting with the 0 have been subtracted, because that were 5-digit numbers, they are not 6-digit numbers. This includes these numbers also that has been subtracted here. Total number is this. This is the first answer. The 6-digit numbers without repetition are 600. Okay, this is the first part here. Now let me take second part. Now second part says, the second part is this. Second part I took that how many of them will have 0 in the unit place. Now 0 is on the unit place. Suppose here are the 6-digit numbers. Now 0 is on the unit place from the right. Now the remaining five places can be filled out of 5 numbers in 5p, 5 page. 5p, 5 page. 0 is on the unit place from right hand side. This is unit, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000 and 1 or 100,000 or 1 lakh here, right? 100,000 or 1 lakh. So 1 lakh position. So 5 digits are left now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 numbers are also left. Out of 5 numbers, we have to fill these 5 places in 5p, 5 page. This is factorial 5 here. Why? Because factorial 5 upon factorial 5 minus 5. Factorial 5 minus 5 is 0. Factorial 0 is 1. So factorial 5 upon 1. That means only factorial 5. This is equal to 120. So 120 is the number of, because factorial 5 is the number of those numbers which are having 0 on the unit place. Hence the numbers which have 0 on the unit place is equal to factorial 5. Why factorial 5? Because 0 is placed on the unit place. Now remaining 5 places, but there are 6-digit numbers. We have to form the 6-digit numbers. Out of that, unit place is 0. The remaining 5 places can be filled up in 5p, 5 page, because there are 5 places which are to be filled up out of how many digits? 5. Because now, because 6 digits were there, 0 is excluded, 0 is put on the first place, in the unit place I mean. And now remaining 5 place, 5 numbers. Out of them, this 120 is the second part. 120 is the number of those numbers which have 0 on the unit place. This is the number answer. The second answer. Factorial 5 or 120. The second part here. Now let us find the third part. This is very important. Third part says that how many numbers are there which are divisible by 5. Now numbers which are divisible by 5 will have either 0 on the unit place, or 5 on the unit place, But we have to find out 6-digit numbers. Try to understand. So first thing is, if 5 is on the unit place, suppose this is the unit place, 5 is filled up. Now remaining 5 places can be filled up in 5p, 5 page. But here 0 is also there. Out of the remaining 5 numbers, 0 is also there. I'm sorry to say. So this is 120. Again, so these remaining 5 places, 3, 4, 5. For 6th place, unit place is filled up with 5. The remaining 5 digits are there, including 0. So 0 is also, can take place on the first place, but that we will subtract.